I mean, that doesn't mean that it's right, but if you can live your life like that and feel like and be okay with being a fraud in your own mind, like 6ix9ine is okay. 6ix9ine is okay
Was
with
it
being
okay
a fraud.
what he did?
No, it was not okay what he did. The whole snitching thing, and that's another thing. Let me break this down. As far as even snitching,
Because he's got a lot of followers, man. He's making a lot of money, and I don't get it.
And-
I don't
but-
get where the money and all this is coming from.
but that's what I'm trying to tell you. The world we live in a fake world where that's permissible. It's okay to be a snitch and a rat. It's okay to be a snitch and a rat, and his following is probably all snitches and rats. It's a big world.
Yeah,
right now, going on in prison. Look, I ain't been in prison. My last time I did, I don't glorify this. I did like 5 prison terms. A lot of violations in between, but 5 real prison terms, right? Mm-hmm. And my last time touching prison yard was like 2012. Ever since 2012, I've been out to prisons. So I pat myself on the back. But this is the thing. Right now, I still got homies going through it, right? When they check in with me and tell me what's going on the yards, look what's going on in the yards. PCs, protective custody, and snitches and rats and child molesters, they all used to be a few of them. Like, you got mainline, general population. It's 85% of us, right? That's all good. Then you got your 25% that's all molesters, rapists, and everything else. This shitty and scumbags, you know what I mean? Now, it's so many of them. The general population, all the real ones like myself and all of us, we're the minority and they're big. Right now, man, PC's running the yard, man. That's what I'm hearing up in some of the prisons out in California institution. Amongst the Southsiders, blacks, all PCs is running.
What's PC?
Protective custody.
Oh, really?
Sensitive,
no way.
sensitive need yards. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call them too. In the black community, sensitive needs.
PC is running it now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Hold on.
Well, no. Okay.
Not running it like that, but you go to, depending on what prison you go to and what yard, they're running some of the yards. Not all the prisons in California, but in some prisons they got on lock. And if you go there, yeah, please. And if you go there, man, you're gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get off the topic here. I just want to relate that to the 6ix9ine. You get what I'm trying to say? Because what's going on out there is also what's going on in the world. Everything's connected, man. Everything's connected. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the reason why 6ix9ine, like, that's not success, man. I don't care that you got millions. I don't care if you got fucking 5 chains on. It's all platinum, 300,000 on your neck. That's not success to me, but that's what he's promoting. That's success to him.
Which one was yours?
It don't matter, man. It don't matter, man. I don't know now. I would guess that one. I don't know. Damn.
Oh, yeah, you cleaned your cup, huh?
I did.
This one?
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, 6ix9ine, let him do what he want to do. He don't bother me. He don't bother, you know what I'm saying? I'm not putting too much energy into it.
What about his music? What do you think about his music?
I don't fuck with his music at all, man. Like once you, look, this is the thing about me, man. I got this saying, a stupid person can say something smart. Once you understand that, look, a stupid person can say something smart, right? Mm-hmm. Anybody can say something smart, but are you really living that? You get me? Mm-hmm. And I'm the type of person, man, if anybody music, that's why I'm big on Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? Or big on whoever. Anybody's music that I listen to, man, I gotta like your character too. Mm-hmm. I don't listen to music where you just talking and you don't do what you say. Mm-hmm. All that 6ix9ine, him and a whole bunch of others, they talk and don't even do what they say.
A lot of rappers nowadays.
I
right?
can't get down with that. Because I'm real myself. So how would I look listening to that? I've been like that as Jude. I've been like that for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel the same way. A lot of these rappers coming up or
do what you do to get your money. Get your money, man. But just know that you're not gonna appeal to my ear. Go ahead. Let everybody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm not hating on you. Get your money. Go ahead, get your money. I don't care about that part. It's just that you're not gonna do nothing for my soul, or that's the catch. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But like 6ix9ine, get your money, man. Get your money. I don't care. Like, that's nothing. Everybody's like, oh, he's a snitch. He's a rat.
But deep down, he's gonna be hollow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Of course.
It's
he's
gonna
not
be
happy.
upsetting.
That's why you think he's doing all this. He's not happy. Look
Hey,
at
did
him.
you see the recent video he had?
Huh?
He did another recent video calling out Meek Mill.
Oh, he's going on a rant? I think I seen that one.
Do you see the one with all the girls in the video?
Hey, look.
Holy shit, dude. But that doesn't bring you happiness.
He's messing with, he's also taunting, and I know this dude, because I'm a realist. He's also taunting. He did taunted some of the realest motherfuckers from the realest of hoods all over the world. Right now, he's taunting Chicago. If you go look at Chicago's murder rate in the black, man, they fucking, why did they call it, they call Chicago Chirac for a reason. Like Iraq, them niggas, them young kids over there at 12 years old, all the way up to 25, killing each other, man, over nothing. So he and 6ix9ine on a fucking rant with some of them and talking shit and going over there. Who could do that? He the police. Man, you're not getting
no foreman.
You're not getting away with the shit he's getting away with if you knew who he was. You know what I mean? He done went to some of the realest hoods, man, and talked to some of the realest people. But the people know better. I ain't touching him, man.
Remember, he did the video and they came running out when he posted it. They all came running out with guns, but he was already gone. So he had videotaped it like the night before. But he made it look like he was live somehow. Yeah, they came running out with guns. They were like, it was crazy.
Oh, they thought he was there then?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And then he was gone already.
Yeah, he did some fucking fuckery, you know what I'm saying? Even when he went to Chicago that one time and they got on tape, he went to Chicago like, 3 in the morning?
Yeah.
By that time, people sleep, man. Nobody up, you know what I mean? And he went, even at 3 in the morning, he walked and went back in the car quick as fuck. He knew better, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
But what I'm saying is, man, I'm a real person, man. I got passed in every hood all across states, man. I've been every ghetto you think I've been to, right? But I'm not gonna even do some of the shit he do. But you only gonna do that when you got police presence with you. That's why he's able to do that.
Yeah.
You know
security.
What I mean? Like his security, I'm not gonna lie, man. That money's gonna run out soon, but his security, it's freaking like Donald Trump security, man.
Really?
Man, hell yeah. Look at him, man. You can't. Who do you know that can do that, man? Everybody that I know that has talked shit in some type of form or fashion, you have got dealt with on some type of level. He's talked the most shit and never got dealt with.
Did you think he'll ever get dealt with?
It got to be the money got to run out.
The money got to run out.
And that means he got to get caught slipping. Right now, he's hiding. When you got money, you can skip around. I could be in one Airbnb. Look, I could go to one Airbnb in fucking Massachusetts, talk shit to you. That's the thing about Instagram too, man. You could get on there, man, and fucking be a gangster and talk shit to everybody and not be seen.
Yeah.
And then go fuck another Airbnb in fucking Miami and be like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, man, fuck you, man. But you don't never be nowhere to get touched. How is that real?
Yeah, that's true.
Man, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on, man. I don't follow. I look at 6ix9ine as entertainment for me. Let me get a good laugh. Let me get a good laugh. But I don't put no fucking realness on like he's a real guy. Man, come on, man.
I just saw it because when I was quarantining with COVID, I binge watched a lot of stuff, and one of them was the 6ix9ine documentary.
He got a documentary?
Yeah, dude, it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Oh shit, okay.
You got Hulu?
I do got Hulu.
Okay,
I
yeah.
do.
Yeah, I'll send it to you then. That way you can see.
Okay, yeah, I never knew that.
I was like, because I'm just like you, you know.
It's new since he came out of jail.
I think it's a 2020 documentary.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, it don't talk about him. He's not in it. It's someone that went and investigated him. He was on his block. He was at the beginning. He started off. The dude was on his block and he was asking questions, and one dude started talking about him. Another dude came. I think it was 6ix9ine's brother. Don't be talking about blah 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 blah. I mean, it was real, like the neighborhood he was at.
Oh wow.
But he talks about like where he began and who he was, and it's pretty interesting because at the end, I mean, the documentary guy, he gave his own word, you know, like what we've been talking about. Yeah. You know, someone that grew up like this and now it's just so hollow, you know.
And see, right now, it's how you said too, man. When you mentioned earlier, when you were talking about the content, and people run out of the content, and they want to go get this famous YouTube subscriber who's got 1 million followers, right? They want to do shit like that, like a shortcut, right?
Yeah.
And go viral. This whole go viral thing, man, that thing is getting taken out of hand too, because it's like, man, like me, I don't want to go viral for nothing that's scripted. I don't want to fake my way to the top. I don't even care about getting to the top. That's not what my aim is. Getting to the what top of what?
Do you ever hear of that guy named Dogface 208? That one dude that got famous for skateboarding, and he was drinking that drinking the juice, and he was playing the Fleet Macwood.
No, I never heard of
it. There was this dude. He rides a skateboard. And
from California?
Yeah, he's or I think it was somewhere Midwest.
Okay.
And he was drinking cranberry juice. He has this right here. He has a necklace, and it's around his neck. What he does is he does a lot of TikTok. This guy's probably like 45. SA dude. Bald head, mustache, typical, looks like an SA dude.
Oh, no, I have heard of him now.
The one dude who dances all the time?
Yeah, I have heard of him now.
Before he went viral, he had at least 8,000 videos up. I mean, every day he was posting videos.
Wow.
It just shows the grind. Like, hey, dude, you want to eventually... post 8,000 videos to see what happens.
Damn.
And like he finally got famous because of the that one TikTok where he made it the skateboard and he's drinking the cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Remember everybody started replaying it?
Yeah. Now it's coming to me vaguely. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think he just did an interview with Adam 22.
Probably.
I
You know
think
Adam
so.
22?
I don't know him, but I watch his shit.
Oh, you
I watch
do?
some of his some of
He's
his
an OG,
podcasts.
dude.
Yeah, he been around. He be interviewing a lot of real niggas on shit like that, you know what I mean? But, you know,
Yeah,
you gotta be careful what you say with them dudes too, man. Like the Vlad dude.
Oh, yeah, the Vlad.
Vlad,
Yeah, I know Vlad.
I watch Vlad, but the questions he asks some people, the certain people and gang members, he be on some cop shit, man. He be on some cop shit. Like, you gotta be careful. Like, man, the questions.
Yeah, you can't. There's certain
and
questions.
I've seen people get caught up in his shit.
Really?
Like, the questions he asks, yeah.
Yeah, they have the hip hop police. I know in New York.
Come on, man. That shit is like, you know, when you say certain things to certain people, they're like, oh, that's not real. That shit is real. I know real people. You know, so I'm connected. I know real people, man. When I say I'm connected, I ain't faking. I'm talking about from here to New York.
Mm-hmm.
I'm connected, but I know people that's been caught up in that hip hop police shit, man. They listen to what you talk about in the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
They got a division that's assigned to that and assigned to certain rappers and certain black celebrities who's making money. They got people assigned to them. I know that personally. I'm not even lying about that. That's just real.
Damn.
You can't tell the average person that because
So it's hard then. It's hard to be real because you're talking about some shit you did.
If you look, just put it this way: all the ones that's killed, that's what happens when you too real. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
when you too, if you're able to live and still think and act like and got a big social platform and act like you're being real and all that, if you're still living, there's a reason for that. It means you're staying under the radar and you're you're being in compliance.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not being in compliance and you're being all the way real and authentic, like I am probably, if I was to get, I'll probably get killed. That's what happens to the real Tupac.
When you're talking about living in compliance, what kind of compliance are we talking about?
Man, let me break it down like that.
I mean, I know what you're talking about,
but for the world,
listeners,
for the world, let me break it down like this, man. For the world, for one, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. Like, yeah, there is conspiracies, but I'm not big on like everything. Every time something happens, I'm like, oh, that's conspiracy. I know sometimes people just get shot. Stuff happens. You know what I mean? So I'm not big on conspiracy, but there is some things out there I question. I'm like, oh, that was some funny shit on this type of level. But I say that to say this. When you get on bigger scales and you start making money and you have the power to influence people in large crowds, it starts to become funny business on those type of levels. When you become the Kardashians and all that type of stuff, to me, like when you become shit like that, and you get certain people coming at you with certain things. You know what I mean? It's a wicked world in that type of in Hollywood.
Did you ever watch that documentary? It was the stuntman that came out and he talked about Hollywood actors and the people in the up in the top that were drinking adrenochrome. Adrenochrome.
What's that? What's that?
Adrenochrome is I think it's adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. So there's a documentary. It's on YouTube. It's been taken down.
Okay.
I think it's called Shadows of Hollywood or something like that.
Okay.
The guy was a stuntman, moved his way up in the
Industry.
acting world industry, and he started going to these weird parties.
See.
And at one point, he found out about adrenochrome. Adrenochrome is basically drinking little kids is we all have adrenochrome is short for adrenaline.
Okay, I was gonna say adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Okay. Yeah,
So what they would do is the young kids that are innocent, they would scare them, and there is a way for them to when they get scared. What happens? You get adrenaline, right? You get adrenaline. Something happens to your family. Your car falls on someone. You're gonna lift the car up or. You know, when shit happens, you get that adrenaline rush. So what they would do, superpowers. So what they would do is with the kids is there was a way for them to extract the adrenochrome from them by scaring them and torturing them and putting them in rooms. And then, I mean, they've talked. They had I got to send you the video. It was weird. But, everything coming down to, what's it, that one dude, Weinstein? Remember Weinstein, that one dude?
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. He's a pedophile too, man. He did some weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the Hollywood shit, man. Remember back in the days, those type of people, if you would perform in front of the king, if you weren't good, they'd chop your head off. All of a sudden, now they're making calls now.
Wow.
A lot of these celebrities get to make their own.
They evolved into that now.
Yeah.
You're right, man. You're right. Yeah.
A lot of it, like one of the conspiracy theories is The reason why COVID came and everything is because Hollywood was getting out of hand. The actors, all those producers, and the way they were, it's a sinful life.
Wow, it is, man.
And one of the conspiracies is we shut them down. There's no more movies being made.
Man, I could break it, man. It's funny you say that, Steve. I could break it down on so many levels. Like
yeah.
Let's take real quick a little education for the people, man.
Yeah, teach
real
us
quick. I'm gonna make it real brief. This one. Let's look at since we got the target and the spotlight on Hollywood. Let's look at the Hollywood Walk of Fame, right?
Okay.
You know the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Yes.
They got all the celebrity stars, people that's passed, right, and then people that's also living still on the star, right? But to get that star, look, this is to catch people don't know. To get that star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and how many points that star got, that star has 5 points. If you know anything about what shapes and colors and what has points, the pentagram, the satanic, the pentagram has how many points?
5.
5, right? Go look at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. All those stars got 5 points. The star that they tell you to put on your Christmas tree, the whole tradition of Christmas, that shit is all backwards. Like this shit, you look at that star, the one they still, that's also a 5-point star. The same star that's on the Hollywood, it's all tied in, right? Now this is the thing. I'm just giving people a quick little education, and they can go study that. So that's facts. Go study it. Go look it up. But the people and the celebrities that got the Hollywood Walk, that got those Hollywood stars, there's a reason why they got that. And they did some things to get that was immorally to get that. Either acting some gay scenes.
I know. I've seen
homosexuality. A lot of shit, man.
A lot of like male actors. For them to get popular, they have to.
They do some shit.
Dress as a woman or act like as a woman.
Cross dress.
Like Eddie Murphy, he did it.
Yep.
Robin Williams, remember Miss Doubtfire? He played a woman.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people, like anyone who's a big celebrity or a big comedian or whatever, at one point had to play a woman.
Yeah, and it's funny. They do that. I'm gonna tell you something deep, man, and not to make anything racial, but in the black communities, they do that big to like you just said Eddie Murphy. That's a big black actor, right? You got Will Smith. These are big black actors. I'm gonna be honest with you. They do that to the black community, especially to what's the word I'm looking for? To masculinity.
Yeah.
To take away the masculinity of our people, so when we look at them, we think it's soft. They soften up our shit. That's no lie, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? And people could fact check what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But they do that more in the black community because they know we're strong and they know that what we have. You know what I'm saying? And our resources and all that. So they want to do that, man. They do it. Will Smith, all that, man. Like, you know what I mean? The only one that really hasn't big black actor that really hasn't what's the word I want to say? Sold out and conformed. Like
got in line.
Yeah, like Denzel Washington, he ain't really did no. You ain't see him do no fucking. He ain't do no girl cross dressers, has he? I never seen Denzel.
No, Denzel's.
You know what I mean?
A good actor.
He's a good actor, but even look at him in his lifestyle, you don't really hear about him in the media too much. He stay low key. He's low key. That's how you got to be, man. You know what I mean? But he's also not trying to save the world. Once you try to save the world and try to save the black community, matter of fact, not save the world, save the black community. Once you try to do that, that's when they get you up out of here. Happened to Nipsey. It happened to Tupac. It happened, or you start getting death threats. A lot of these actors get death threats, man. Once they get on these death threats be coming from certain mobs and people.
Was it a good thing that Trump lost because of him bringing up the old school, the South and a lot of racism was getting brought up. He was trying to bring up the old because let's be serious, man. Those people down there. I mean, we how long has it been since the Civil War? How long has it been since slavery? A couple hundred years.
Facts.
That's not a lot of generations. That's 3 generations, dude.
Yep. That's facts, man. As far as Trump, man, I'm not look, this is another thing too, man, with that. I'm not no Trump hater.
I might have jumped subjects, but I'm
come on, man, it's all good. Cause look, in some way or form it's tied in. It's tied in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not a Trump hater. I'm not a Biden supporter. As far as politics, man, I kind of look at that as a puppet show. To me, a vote, and I'm going to break it down on this level, to me, a vote is not a real vote when you already have the candidates chosen for us and we got to choose from that litter. Like, that's not a real vote to me. Like, you already got, think about when we go do our thing, they already got people already and we got to choose from that. To me, that's a script. It's already scripted. So no matter who we choose, no matter who we think we choose, we think we're choosing a difference. All these people all work together, man. That's how I look at it. Because a real vote from a real perspective, man, Steve, me and you, like the old days, a real vote, we'll be able to choose who would be the fucking candidates before there's any candidate. You know what I mean?
No, my union, we do that.
Right?
We get to choose our delegates. We just voted, actually. Shout out to the Power Slate and the Solidarity Slate. Teamsters, 952-396-63.
Oh, Teamster. Okay,
yeah.
Okay,
I'm a union member.
Yeah,
dog.
okay,
So a lot of my podcasts,
Yep.
I got people coming in. So
That's
shout
what's
out to
up.
those guys, man. Yeah, but we just voted for delegates.
See?
Yeah, we got.
But you do it that's organic.
the bottom, yeah.
From the bottom. You know, that's organic. That's a real vote. What this vote is in the world and with the presidents and mayors and all that, to me, that's puppet. That's puppeteering.
Do you think Biden really won with all those votes? Or do you think there's some kind of trickery going on?
No matter what, man. No matter what.
They're gonna pick whoever.
Yeah. And no matter who's in office, just always know this: Biden and Trump, they're all together. Don't look at it as Democrat and Republican, because this is the thing. They're all for one agenda, but they make us, the people, think that it's different. And they say, okay, the Republicans, they do this. They do more for the rich. They're for this and for this. They give you all these freaking things and then tell you to what is it? The other side, the Democrats, is for this, and they do this and do that, man. But at the bottom, at the end of it all, they're all together. They're all on one agenda. You get me? They make us think that it's different. It's not different. It's not blue and red. It's all the same, man. It's all the same. If you go deep into the core, they're all part of the same agenda. That's my thoughts on it. You know?
No, I agree.
You know?
I agree, man.
And I don't hate Trump. I don't hate Biden, man. Whatever they do don't affect, because they're all, to me, they're the same people. They make us think it's different. Yeah, of course, Trump and with his outlandish remarks and his character, we never seen nothing like that in the history of time. But that don't let that confuse. It's a show. Remember, it's a show. To me, it's a show. So when you look at it from a show perspective, you got to remember, they just got all his antics, all that was to make you think it's really real. It ain't really real. Biden, just because Biden is more calm or Obama's more calm and he doesn't say all that stuff, he's still evil. To me, they still evil. Look, they called Obama. People didn't know this. I read that. Remember when Obama was campaigning? And this is for, I'm going to be honest with you, this is for strictly my black people who didn't know this. This is for my black people. Because my black people, look, when Obama was campaigning.
And wasn't he from Chicago too?
He's from Chicago. Him and his wife, they grew up on the South Side, all that, right? But look at my black people and the ignorance and being miseducated. And I can speak for us to say this. Nobody can say nothing to me. Look, all my black people, even my close friends, hey, you voting for Obama? Hey, Obama's going to come change this. I'm like, what? Man, you don't vote for nobody just because. A lot of my friends were voting just because he was black. I'm not voting for this man just because he got the same skin color. I'm voting for what the fuck is he saying that he's going to do? Is he going to live up to that? What is he trying to change he says he's going to make? You know what I mean? But most of my people that's ignorant, they're telling me they're voting because he's black. And they're thinking he's really going to change their individual life. It's not going to go down to that type of scale. Man, what did he do? He come in the office, all he did was a healthcare reform. That's all he really did, if anything. But people didn't know this. His campaign was sponsored by, the food industry, the FDA.
Yeah.
I forgot this guy's name. I'm going to tell you his name. I could give it to you after. We'll do the research together. I forgot his name, man. I can't believe I forgot his name. But there was a guy that endorsed Obama's campaign, and they were putting poison in some of the foods and taking off the ingredients and the labels, covering it with some other shit. And Obama supports that. So the FDA, they put shit. They're required to have. You got your label on the back of a can to say ingredients. They're lying about what kind of ingredients they got in there, and that's the shit he was supporting, man. So that's what that tell you. But my black people don't know that. The majority of my black, they don't even fucking know that. I did the studies. I know.
Because we on the fucking phone.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We're trying to stun on the ground.
Yeah, exactly, man. And don't get me wrong.
They winning, man. They winning.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, man. Not just black people, but on the scale as far as in the music and all that, they got us, you know what I'm saying? Then it trickled down to the Spanish and whoever, because the Spanish is right with the black. We like music, you know what I mean? So it trickles down, but.
Music does something, man.
Yep.
Remember back in the 80s where they were against NWA? Like, no, we're not promoting that. And all of a sudden it flipped. And now it's no big deal for rappers to talk about rape, murder, drug deals. Like that's crazy how it has changed. The agenda has changed
because we got weaker, man. It got weaker. We don't got nobody. We don't got no real ass Easy E's. We don't got no fucking. Look at Dr. Dre. And then people got comfortable with making money. That's the cat. They knew that. Give them some money, they're gonna think they're successful. They're not gonna want to speak up for their rights no more. They want to live.
Yeah.
The people that you ever heard somebody say, I hear a lot of people that's rich say this. They have this saying, a lot of rich people say this. They say, oh man, I wish I could live forever. But they only say that because they're rich and they got money. Yeah. Who really wants to, if you understand life, who really wants to live forever? Life is constant pain and love, pain and love. Who wants to go through that forever? Mm-hmm. So the people that say that, it's the rich. And then when you think of, when you break that down, why are you saying it? Are you saying that from a root? You saying that because you could fuck X amount of bell bitches? You could drive Bentleys forever? Those are not real things to want to live forever. Get me? And when you look at it from that way, you know something's going on. You know what I mean?
I always ask to win the lottery. I always, when I play the tickets or scratch, and I always tell myself, if I won this much money, man, I'm gonna give back. I'm gonna give back to the community. Yeah,
that's what you do.
But it hasn't happened yet, but it's okay. You know what I mean? But you know what? I give back with this podcast. I give back with the words I speak. And, if I got a couple bucks, give it to a homeless, knowing that he's not going to use it for drugs. But, man, it seems like it's just, I don't know if it's because I'm older now, but it seems like it's just, I'm out in the streets, right? I'm a driver, a package driver. And I see a lot, man. I see a lot. And it seems like it's getting worse, man. Maybe it's because of this pandemic. I don't know, man. But what do you think, man?
As far as what again? What's getting worse? I'm sorry.
The homeless, the drugs. I mean, supposedly everything's supposed to be tightened. We're supposed to build new borders.
And like I told you,
it seems like it's getting worse.
Yeah, like I told you, man, they taking the love out the world. So yeah, you are going to see more homeless. You are going to see more people losing, more divorce rates going up. You are going to see more. It's more separation, more than ever. I see more. You're right.
COVID was put on purpose? You think it just happened naturally?
And like I said, man, I always want to say this before I speak on something like that. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Because people be like, oh, that's I'm not big on spirit. There's some shit I can tell you that shit is false. That's false. That's false. A lot of shit is false out there. But when it comes to that COVID, I think that was by design. I think that was by design.
It tasted pharmaceutical. It tasted like it was. I had a certain taste in my mouth.
See?
And it tasted like. Yep. Like it was like I was in the hospital.
Yep. I have my opinion on that. I'm not saying, I don't want nobody. I'm not saying I'm right, but I have my opinion on it. And I think it was by design. I think it was a strategy.
Agenda 21?
Yeah, I think it was a strategy to implement other things. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I feel like some of the crazy, like even, okay, look at this. This was crazy. Right now, I got family in Florida. Florida's a Republican state. Florida's wide open. Kids are going to school over there.
Florida's Republican?
Yeah, Republican state. No, Republican state, man.
Really?
I go back and forth to Florida all the time. I got family.
They're opened up now.
They open up. They go to school. You know what I'm saying? I got my kids go to school out there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And look, they're not the only ones that's open. It's been open for like maybe several months now. You could do they give you a choice. You can either do online, keep your kids at home, do online, or you can send them back. I chose to send mine back, and other people did. Now look, this whole COVID since it started, we haven't had no mass shooting. Remember those mass shootings that was taking place? Different mass shootings at school? Mm. This is how you know something's funny. And some of those mass shootings, they said people had health issues. One guy got fired from his job. He lost his way. People had go through things. They say they're going to make that happen, right? Mm-hmm. Well, right now, the world is really, people in quarantine. People are really losing their minds.
No,
why we haven't had a mass shooting? It's kind of funny. Why? Is it because we got other shit going on? They already put COVID out there. That's enough?
Well, I know the suicide rate has quadrupled.
See?
I know that for sure. I know that's mass shootings. That's a good question.
Because look, the reason why I brought that up is because I also think some of the mass shootings were fake and scripted. Not all of them. Some might been, but the ones with the biggest, with the more body counts, because it's about a body count. The one with the big, large body counts, that shit's scripted, man. I think it's scripted. I think they did that. Look at the areas that happened.
People did die though. People did die.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How could you get somebody to do something like that?
It's easy.
Yeah.
Easy. If he's already dead already,
if he's dead already,
if he's dead already? The person that you get. I say that because I don't believe
it's easy to manipulate.
Do you believe it?
Mind.
Look, Steve, let me ask you this. The reason why I say that, what if he's dead already? Do you believe in you believe in God, right? Of course.
Yeah, yes.
Do you believe that we're the only life forms here in the universe? Do you believe that we're the only life or intelligence?
I think do I wish that there was other life forms out there in the universe?
You don't think there is? You think it's just us? That's the catch. I feel like I know it's not just us. Man.
I think we're in okay, this is what I've talked about before. I think we're in a simulation. You know, I think when people say they see aliens, and I mean, dude, I look at the stars all the time. I have yet to see a UFO. I see satellites. I see stuff like that. But as far as seeing things, there's this guy named Stephen Greer, right? There's a guy named Stephen Greer. Uh-huh. He'll take you out. There's an app on your phone you can download, and you can meditate, and something will show itself. But I think those ain't aliens, dude. I go, he's opening doors to other dimensions.
Okay, yes.
So there's definitely other dimensions, other realms.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
And you got the good realm. You know, I know people have gotten accidents. They'll see a bunch of white lights fluttering, and those are angels fighting for your life.
Yep.
You know, and then I've known people that've been driving and on top of and they're all coked up, all drugged out, and on top of their car, someone's banging on their car, trying to rip their car. I mean, when you get into those realms, those are real.
Those are real. So okay, with that being said, then man, with that being said, so there is other life form. You get me? There's other life form.
Yeah,
but,
so I guess
but that you like what you're talking about in the spiritual realm.
Spiritual
realm. I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah, we all have a spirit for sure.
Yep.
I think Russia, they did an experiment when they used to do a lot of crazy stuff, or maybe it was Germany, one or the other back in World War II. But they would do experiments, and one of them was when the person died, they were on a weighing machine, and it said that when they were done, they lost 2 ounces. 3 ounces. So they're saying our souls or whatever leaves our bodies like between 1 and 3 ounces. I don't want to try to be exact, but between 1 and 3 ounces.
Wow.
Leaves your body.
Wow. Okay, that's crazy you say that, man.
So we do have something in there. I mean, when you die and you go in the I had a buddy of mine.
Yeah, the body dies, man. Yeah. It becomes lifeless. Lifeless.
I had a buddy of mine. He worked at the UCI. He was a gatekeeper. He was the one where the people that got in a car accidents, like ready to die, we got to save them. He was the one with the key that would open up the double doors and you'd go in. Because there's a certain entrance you go in, like if big accident, you know, you're half your body's ripped up, like they got special, but you got to go straight to surgery.
Oh, shit.
And he was a gatekeeper, but he would see a lot of crazy shit, dude. Walk into
near death experiences and shit.
Yeah, no, I mean death experiences. People coming in not making it.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a gatekeeper, but yeah. There's a weight. There's a weight that our spirit has, man, and it does. Oh no. So going back to when they bring you in, when you die, there's a machine that they have. They can tell because there's a certain thing that goes around your heart. It's like electricity.
Okay.
And they'll strap you onto that, and if there's no electricity, they know you're gone.
Wow.
Yeah, there's certain measurements they do.
No, I believe.
Obviously, they're not going to come and talk about it and tell you everything about.
No,
stuff,
of course.
Life and death is serious. So when you take someone in an emergency, and you go, "Hey, they're thinking about taking their life," they take that seriously. They take life and death is serious when you go to, doctor's emergency.
No, of course, man. That makes
so they know stuff.
Sense.
They probably know stuff they ain't telling us.
No, of course, man. There's a lot of things they're not telling us, but man, if you stay in tune and you move through this world, man. Like I kind of move through this world, man, out of my body. I'm in my body, but I'm out my body. I might be hanging with 10 homies, man, and my presence is there, my mind's somewhere else, like really somewhere else. I'm thinking about all type of shit I got to do once I leave them. They don't even know that, and I'm still carrying on conversation with them and everything. But you got to be like that times 10 to understand what's going on out here. You got to move like out of the body, man. Move with it. See things. Don't see things with this eye. This eye would trick you. You got to see things with this eye, and that's how I kind of see shit, man. Where when you look around you be like, oh shit, it's not what I thought it was. It's other shit going on around here, man. This shit is by design. It's not by coincidence. You got all over the U.S. You got poverties and bad areas and hoods and most of all the hoods and bad areas is a Black and Spanish nationality of hood area. That's not by coincidence. We could go to New York. We could go to fucking from New York to out here to California and everywhere in between. You're gonna have everything that's poverty and poor. It's gonna be blacks and it's gonna be fucking Spanish. You're not gonna see that in no white neighborhood. Is that by coincidence or design? That's by design. Once you know it's designed, and I can name some other shit. Once you know it's designed, then you know what.
Did you watch that movie Candyman?
Yeah, I have watched Candyman. I like Candyman, actually, man. Candyman was funny. It came out late 80s.
Yeah.
I didn't see it until I was like in
They
the 90s.
made the projects.
Though,
They made the projects where it was one way in, one way out.
yeah. Matter of fact, where was it? That took place in Chicago, I think.
I think it was Chicago.
Yeah, that was the Capri. If it was the Cabrini Greens. They tore those projects down though.
Yeah.
They tore those projects down. But what I'm saying is that real though? Am I saying the truth though, Steve? Look at the ghettos all across America. It's
Well,
not Spanish.
I got some Koreans that have moved into my neighborhood.
You gonna get that too. You're gonna get that. You're gonna get the sprinkles of that. But the majority is us. The majority.
How do we change that, man? What advice could you give someone? Hey, because I got a lot of people that listen that they do live in the hood. They still, but they make good money. But nowadays, you got to make $250,000 to buy a home.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. That's another thing.
By design.
That's California. California's a ripoff. Don't get me wrong. Everywhere's getting expensive, but California's really a ripoff state. The taxes and all that shit, and how they out here, man. The Asians is buying most of the homes. They got the money to buy these homes, especially in the pandemic. Asians is buying these homes and they renting them out as Airbnbs. Mm-hmm. Not us. We don't got the money. These homes, and they're all. You ever see? How they call them tract homes? Mm-hmm. Those are not real homes. They got California building everything put together. Your neighbor's fucking. Wherever you come outside, you see your neighbor. Mm-hmm. That's not real. And those homes are going for $500,000 and up. Mm-hmm. That's not a real home, man. You go back east and get you a real home for $300,000.
You got a
5
acres,
and you got a good acre yard.
Dog, I'm thinking about when I retire, to just buy some property and just become like a rancher or a farmer or something like that.
The best thing to do is buy land.
That's buy land. Yeah,
you can do whatever you want with that land. That's the best thing to do. I want to do that eventually. Buy some land, man. Get you a couple acres. You can do whatever you want with that shit.
Yeah, I know a couple people that bought some land and they're growing weed.
Oh, for real?
They're doing their thing.
See?
But it's just
even that.
It's so hard though because you got to live there because you leave, you come back, your shit's gone.
Oh yeah, that too. That
shit's happening a lot.
Yep. But what was I saying though? I'm sorry about that. But what was I saying about the? What was I talking about right now? Damn, I lost my train of thought.
No, we're talking about. Yeah, my mind's going 100 miles an hour too, dog. I know how you feel.
Yeah,
dog.
my apologies.
No, it takes time, dog. I tell people on the podcast when I'm on, like my mind's going 100 miles an hour too.
But like I said,
buying land.
Yeah. Oh yeah, buying land. But like I said, anything I speak, Steve, like I'm not one of those guys. If I don't know the answer, I'm gonna say I don't know the answer.
No, you're good, dude.
You get me, man? Like I'm one of those type of guys, man. I'm not gonna fake like I know the answer. I'm like, oh yeah. Really don't know about it. You got people like that. Man, like you don't fuck. I'm only gonna speak on things I know. And I got facts to support any statement I bring up. That's straight up. You know what I'm saying? I do research. You can't tell. I'm not the type of guy you can tell me something about somebody, and I'm just going to follow that. I'm going to research myself and make sure that's real before I follow that. That's what you got to do, man. When most people, even with, look at our parents. Look at our parents and your parents' parents. Everything, even with religion has been passed down to us. It's secondhand knowledge.
I was raised Pentecostal.
Yeah, but think about it. Because your parents and your parents' parents, this is what they... Imagine if you didn't have that and you was able to venture off. Imagine you was born to this world and you didn't have nobody putting beliefs on you. You were just able to find out your own beliefs from the jump. Your life be different, man. It'll be way different.
Would it be worse or better?
That's a good question. I don't know. I can't answer that one. I don't know. But I feel like whether it be worse or good, because right now, even with the passed down secondhand knowledge, it's still bad. Mm-hmm. Think about that. Right? Even, some people are Christians, some people are Catholics. Their life is not always good. So even with that, right? So let's say you didn't have that. It probably would be good. You probably have a little more freedom. Mental freedom. Mental freedom.
Instead of having that guilt, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I'm going to drink this beer or,
I don't know. I'm going to be honest. That's a real guilt. That's a real guilt you should have, though. That's a real guilt. I'm not going to call that guilt because you shouldn't be drinking beer. That shit man-made. That shit, like, this shit, I'm drinking this because we want to get loose or whatever, right? But at the same time, I understand that it's poison. I know what this poison, so I use the poison for what it's worth. You know what I mean? But if you use the poison, it's gonna kill you. It's gonna have other shit, car accidents, whatever else. You know what I mean?
Cigarettes.
You got to know that. So that's not a real guilt because when they put that in religion, of course, you got to mix the real with the fake. The religion can't be all lies. Nobody's gonna follow it. So you gotta use some universal law, and that's all they did with religion. What they did was took some realness, made 60% realness, 40% fakeness. I don't know the ratio, but it's not all real in the Bible. But you can't have it all fake. Nobody's gonna believe it. So you gotta mix the real. You gotta mix the medicine with the food. That's what they did. to me with
Damn.
religion. You get me?
Mix the medicine with the food. There's a universal.
What I'm saying, there's a universal law that you don't need no Bible for. To me, what I'm saying is, even look at animals. That's how you know. Look at animals. Animals don't read a Bible. Animals, they can't even talk, but they speak a universal language, man, and it's natural in it, and in them they know how to live. You know what I'm saying? Amongst each other.
And who's to say we don't have that?
Yeah,
we're superior.
But
beings.
we got in this. This is what's when you get in this and start messing with this. This starts leading your way to live, not this. Always remember this too. Where did they get the idea? This is the other thing people don't understand. Where did they get the idea of the computer at? That's the deepest thing I'm gonna tell you. Where did they get the idea of the computer? How to make the computer? Look how simple it is when I tell you.
Look how quick how has it gone too.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what? The first computer was the human computer, the body. Think about what I'm telling you. The body, the brain, and everything. The brain is the central core processor. What you got in the computer, CPU.
Yeah.
The brain is that for us. Then you got your memory. Then you got your spirit. They built the computer off the human body. Everything mimics the human body. The gigabytes, all that memory. That's us. So when you think about that, from that perspective, you'll know, like, fuck. They took away technology. Look when you break technology, if you break it down, take no knowledge. Take knowledge away. It's taking it away from us. We're the first computer that ever we've got. We're the first computer. Look about the body. The body cuts itself, it heals, it gets a scab. That's the computer, man. Now you're saying that, oh, my computer has a virus. So what are you telling me? Your computer's alive? Who first to have a virus, right? It was the human body. It was us. When you think about virus, you think, oh, I have a code of virus. Now we're saying these things get viruses. Like, what the fuck? Like, so what does that mean? This thing is alive? It's deep, man. You get me? That's some game for you.
I know.
That's some game for your ass, right?
Yeah.
Feel me?
I'm really, you got me on.
Think about the body. This body that has to breathe and does all this shit.
But imagine that we're going to make a computer. How you even came up with the word computer?
Because man's ability to think. And then that's why I go back to the story of Adam and Eve. Look, I don't believe in the Bible, right? But I pay attention to that story. That story has a lot of that story is very interesting. Look what I'm telling you. I don't believe in it, but I paid attention to it and I broke it down. Now let's go back to the Adam and Eve. When God built Adam and Eve, right? This that's the first man. Do you believe in Adam and Eve? Right?
Yeah.
You believe that's how it started? It's okay. I'm just asking.
I would. It's a good story.
It is a good story. Now let's say
a good start.
Let's say it happened that way. Right?
Okay.
Let's say it happened that way. They say what? God, because look, I told you, man's ability to think. God told you, hey, I made everything for you right here, right? You can have everything. What you need to eat, everything is right here. Just don't touch that tree over there. That tree is the forbidden tree of knowledge, right? And this what makes the story even more funny. Can we break it down? It's like, okay, man, if this God is an almighty God, why would he put that test?
Why would he put that test?
Why would you put that tree? Why can't you just get that tree out of here? Why can't we just live in perfect harmony and bliss? Why does it have to be a test? Why did you have to tell me don't eat that tree? And my curiosity and me and my bitch, Eve, she's like, no, I want to see what that tree is about. Just like you tell your kids, no, they're going to want to see, right? That story is funny because it's like, damn, now they ate the tree. They were all naked. Now they ate from the tree, Adam.
It opened like to clean their film.
Yeah.
Open up.
Yeah. And now it made them realize, oh, shit, we're naked. You have a dick. I got a pussy. Oh, shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Like it don't, yeah.
Now we understand sin. We know sin. That part, man, is the same reason why man, I don't know. That's correlated. That's related to why man built the computer. The curiosity of man. Wants to know too much.
Dude, you could go on the dark web. You could see some nasty shit.
I know.
Snuff films.
Man. I know. It's deep,
and I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
But that's why I try to tell you this shit is evil.
But people,
It's
it
evil.
is.
It's evil, man. It does more evil than what it does good. I know that on a bigger scale. Nobody can tell me that it does more evil than what it does good. People are like, oh yeah, I can send an email. Yeah, that's cool. No, you can send an email, but what are you sending in that email? So I tell you, it does more evil. You know what I mean? And like you said, you spend most time on there, man. You're not going to know how to interact with a person when he comes. Excuse me. You're not going to be able to interact with a person when they come and be in physical form with you. Mm-hmm. You're going to want to take a Xanax. You got to get comfortable because you're so used to hiding behind the screen. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you got to, everything has to have balance, man. You got to get this shit, the beast. I call it the beast. It's the reason why I call it the beast. I call all technology the beast. It's a beast to me, but you got to get that shit a certain amount of time, man, and also get off that shit.
You do camping or anything?
I do camping.
Okay, me too.
I just came. It's funny, man. Me and my wife and my kids, we just came from Big Bear last weekend.
Okay.
So we went snow tubing for the first time. It was the first
Okay.
time. And my daughter's 5, and that was her first time being in the snow, so it was cool. And that was my son's second time. So we went snow tubing, man. Big Bear was good to us, man.
That's cool.
I like outdoors.
A&B?
Oh, no. I didn't get an Airbnb. I just went up there for the day. Went up there for the day.
Oh, we go for like 2
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
There's something we should go one of these days.
Okay, I'm
I got the
down.
nice spots, dude.
Okay.
Spots where it's free. You go tubing for free.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we
Yeah.
paid the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was nice, man. It was nice to us, man.
That's
I'm down.
cool.
I'm down. But as far as nature, I'm like that.
Camping,
I like that.
fishing.
I like that, Steve. I don't like nothing man-made. Give me nature, man. If it's man-made, I'm not interested.
You do a lot of camping growing up? You ever get a chance to do
Not a
camping?
lot. I did more of like one day shit going on.
Okay.
Yeah, but not a lot of camping.
Really?
Black folks don't camp, man. So if I went camping, it was with one of my white friends or somebody
call it
else.
glamping.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My mom would be like, my mom or dad, they're not saying, hey, you want to go camping? They're not saying that type of shit. I didn't grow up like that. You know what I mean?
Because we talking about the beast, and I get it. I feel
Yeah,
you. I
it's the
feel you
beast,
on
man.
that. And one thing I like to do is I like to go camping. My kids love to go camping.
And my daughter, it's
young.
weird. My daughter's like that too, man. My daughter likes outdoors. And what's funny,
Yeah.
it's weird when you see it, I never taught her that. So I seen how she was with outdoors with plants, and I'm like, oh, that's my blood.
Mm-hmm.
Traits. You can pass down traits. You see that, you're like, oh, whoa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going camping and hanging out. My daughter, they love camping. I mean, once I started my first kid and camping with my homies, and I grew my arsenal. Right, you
Yep.
start off with a little tent, and like you might miss shit. Oh, I didn't bring a fork, or I forgot to bring this, and then over the time you just build your arsenal. But man, camping is a beautiful thing, dude. You unplug. There's no reception out there.
Come on, man.
Put
Nothing
it
like
all down, dude,
like
and unplug.
outdoors, man. Nothing like outdoors. You know what I'm saying?
Reset the batteries, reset
Yeah.
the mind. But I agree, man.
And just listen to nature. That shit like that, and that's where we got. I'm not gonna lie, as original people on Earth, and that's where we got. This where that disconnects us from. People now will go camping. They got their phones. They want to ask, "You got Wi-Fi?" Look. How you said there's no reception? It's so bad. You go up there, because I used to be that
Elon
way.
Musk
I'll
now.
go there. I'll be like, oh shit, I need Wi-Fi because I still want to look at Instagram while I'm. No, man, put that shit down. Don't fucking worry about it and enjoy the nature.
Hey, do you know who Elon Musk is?
Elon Musk sounds familiar.
Elon Musk is the one with Tesla.
Oh yeah.
He's building those rockets. Have you seen those rockets?
No, I haven't seen it.
Dude, he's got rockets coming down now from space, and they land on itself.
No way.
Big old huge rocket ships. Yeah, he's got it to a T now where the rocket will come back down from space and land straight up. It'll come in like this, come straight
On
down.
its own.
On its own.
Damn.
They said we'll be in Mars in the next year or 2 years.
Yeah, this guy. I'm not gonna lie. It's funny
6-month trip.
That Elon Musk, man. He's added. He's added to the evil, man. Like
Hey,
that
dude.
guy has created some shit. I'm not lying.
He's got this thing called Starlink, right?
He also got
shooting-
Neuralink, huh?
Is it Neuralink? Yeah, Neuralink is going to go in your brain.
I've heard of that.
He's
I've
got
heard of that.
Starlink. There are a bunch of satellites.
Okay.
So now you can be anywhere you want in the world and have Wi-Fi because of the Starlink. He's supposedly supposed to put up 50,000 satellites, if I'm correct.
Damn.
And they're just going to rotate the Earth. And then it's just the way it's rotating because you'll be able to have Wi-Fi. But there 50,000 satellites will be rotating.
You're
the Earth.
catching it from
So
everywhere.
you'll look up and you'll just see a big line in the sky. That's going to be our Starlink.
Wow.
But there is Neuralink that's supposed to plug into our brain.
Neuralink, exactly.
Yeah.
For people that I've heard about it, for people that, let's say you've been into a bad, like you said, car accident,
Yeah,
motorcycle
you can't
accident,
move
and
an
you
arm.
get paralyzed from the waist down. Well, he would, because what that what paralyzation really is your mind is not connecting no more to your body. You can't get your mind to connect and tell your legs to move or whatever, right? Neuralink, he's gonna make it connect and you can do it again.
And who's
Like,
to say,
but that's
to
kinda
turn
crazy.
it up?
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
Hey, turn me up.
See, and look, that's kind of like, that's like a cyborg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you look at that, man, I'm not gonna lie. When it gets to that point, I don't want to live like that, man.
Hey, dude.
I don't wanna
Imagine
live
if
like
they
that.
said, "Hey, dude, you're working at 5% capacity on your brain. With Neuralink, you'll be at 10%." Imagine thinking.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
What would you be thinking at that point? You know what I mean?
Yep. And that, I'm not gonna lie, that type of thinking will cause evil, man. Because think about it, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Man's ability to think. That's what got us in this hole in the first place. You get me? Why does man want to look at the man like Tesla, Elon? Why does man want to build so much? You want to, that's the think. You're going too far with the thinking. You got to have a
I
balance.
think he wants his name in the history books.
Well, of course that, but also, man, he's creating, he's creating an evilness, man. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, there's nothing good about that to me. There's nothing good about that. Yeah, AI, think about what we're saying. Artificial is fake. Intelligence. Artificial is fake. When you put artificial in this food, it's fake. So what's good about fake?
It's the phone in your hand is AI. It already tells you. It listens to you. If you talk about I want to order a pizza, and you're talking to your family, your phone's off, you grab your phone, you go to look at some Instagram. They're gonna be posts of fucking pizza. Yeah. You talking about a truck you want to buy? Talk with your phone off, right? Try this experiment, and then go to talk about a car or whatever, and go on your phone, whatever you're looking at. The news or Instagram or Facebook, there's going to be shit on there. It's going to be leaning towards the car. Wow. Your phone's constantly listening to you.
No, you're right. Sure. Come on, man. And I'm aware of that, man, but, no matter what, even with me saying all this, like you saying, what you're saying, Steve, we have to still live. Where you going to go live at? Where you going to go live? We can't. I can't build my own rocket and get up out of here, so I still have to live within the means of the world, so therefore I can't, all I can do is minimize some of the shit they do. I can't get out of it all, but I can minimize it. And that's my whole job. Even with my family, man, my thing is to minimize it. To minimize the bad eating. That's why we turned vegan. My whole family's damn near. No, my wife and them, they're vegetarian. They can't get over the cheese part. Me, I'm done with the cheese. I might eat cheese here and there.
So vegan includes dairy products?
All dairy. No, vegan is, people don't know, vegan is no dairy, no meat. That's all it is. No dairy, no meat. You get me? And no egg. Egg is dairy. Wait. Does egg cover dairy? I kind of forgot. But no egg.
I think egg is dairy too.
Egg is dairy, yeah. But that's considered no
so
dairy.
Vegan. And then they're vegetarian.
Vegetarian means vegetarian is just no meat, but you still eat dairy. Oh. You get me? Yup.
Man. No steak, huh?
Nah, no. I never been, but it was funny. Before I turned vegan, I never been a steak guy.
Really?
Before I was vegan, I was a pescatarian. Meaning I only ate seafood.
Yeah.
I was big on shrimp and lobster, shit like that.
Shrimp and lobster.
I love that shit. Dip that in some butter. Oh, that was my shit for years, But that was my only thing when my transition was hard getting that. As far as red meat or pork, I never ate that shit since I was like maybe 11 years old. I've been done with that. My stepdad, who was a 7-day Adventist. God bless his soul. He rest in peace. Now he had a brain tumor and died. Man. But he was a 7-day Adventist, and they go to church on what? I think they go to church on Sunday. But he was the first one that taught me about pork. He taught me how dirty pork is. And what he did when I was young, I was like about 12 years old, man. Or maybe 10. I think I was like 10. And what he did, Steve, no lie, he was a smart man. He took a raw steak and put it on the plate and took a raw pork chop. And he told me, watch this. We're going to leave it out. He said, we're going to leave it out on a table and watch when we come back in the morning. Please. Yeah. He's like, watch when we come back in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And watch what happens. So he left it out, right? I forgot about this shit. Went to bed. He woke me up the next day, man. No lie. He brought me to that table. Guess what was on that table, man? Coming out the pork. Maggots was coming out the pork, going into the steak. And he was showing me how maggots and larvae and all that shit lives in the pork. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you got to cook it.
And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh, shit. But when he showed me that, I never ate pork again in my life since that day forward. And I took it as far as I stopped eating. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I stopped eating even red meat. You know what I mean? At that point, too. You know what I mean? But,
really?
Yeah, but, there's also studies behind that, man. Like, but my studies got, as I got older, of course, my studies got more supreme, I should say, and I started learning more. And right now, I'm trying to get to a level of being a raw vegan. I'm a vegan now, but I'm not raw vegan. I want to be raw vegan. That's a whole nother level where everything I eat is raw plants, carrots. No, not honey. Honey's not considered vegan because honey comes from bees. Oh. Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna lie. To this day right now, I put honey in my tea. Mm-hmm. So a real vegan will say, oh, you eat honey? But I like honey. And I don't consider honey an animal. It's a bee that produces.
I got this company, Shifa. Shout out to Shifa Honey. When I was going through my COVID, one of the things I ordered was honey. They came through and they delivered to me, actually. Honey. I got black seed oil.
Black seed oil, okay.
Have you heard of that?
Black seed oil.
And then pollen. the bee's pollen.
Bee pollen. Okay.
It's like little beads.
Yeah.
And those are supposed to be a really good antioxidant, the most powerful antioxidant in the world, especially when you're going through what I went through. And that's something I think people should throw in. Like you said, honey with tea. Yeah. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
With the honeycomb, too. I had the honeycomb floating in there. But, man, that's a powerful antioxidant. You can't take it every day either.
Nah,
it's
because
too powerful.
Your body would get used to it, too. Mm-hmm. Therefore, when it really needs it, it won't work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So with that type of shit, you're right, man. You got to switch it up. There's different ones out there. Of course, as people, we've been misguided, miseducated. So if you don't know, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They got this saying, man. There's a saying. How does it go? It says, that's what they say. It says, eat now from the farm or pay later eating from the pharmacist. Look at the saying. It says, eat now from the, I'm saying it kind of wrong.
Eat now from the garden.
Eat right from the farm, which is the natural, which is your natural vitamins and all that, or pay later when you get older with the farm and eat from the pharmacist. And it's true.
Hey, man.
You're going to get hooked on pills and all that shit, but really you could have got everything they tell you can get in this pill. It's really already on Earth.
At a young age, because it runs both, genetics and your DNA input, the way you're built, everyone's different, right?
Yep.
Both sides of my family, my mom, my dad's side, both sides are prone to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, all the bad things, right? High blood pressure, both sides of my family, okay? Yep. My parents had me. You get those. You get those traits, you get those DNA inputs. And look at, dude, I was diagnosed with high blood pressure at a young age, 22. My blood pressure was through the roof, and they started putting me on statins and high blood pressure medication. And I had just had my first kid. And I got up to about 230 pounds. And I realized sitting there taking these medications, feeling like shit, dude. I go, I'm going to be taking medication for the rest of my life. When I knew deep down, like, all I had to do was, hey, even though I'm working as a driver, getting in and out of the truck, moving around, hey, I can do more. So what I started doing, I started working out before work. Watching what I was putting in my body, and eventually my blood pressure went down, my cholesterol went down, went back to the doctors, got my blood work, but it's a balance. It's a balance, man. And if this world's a balance.
Yeah. And you gotta, what's this is a good word? This is how I put it. You gotta, micromanage yourself.
Yeah.
Micromanage. You gotta watch. You gotta micromanage. You
gotta be your biggest critic.
Exactly, Steve. For real, man. So I'm glad, man. Well, my thing is, man, my mission on Earth, man. I never really told you about that, but my mission and I feel like what I'm here to do, I'm here to shed light on my people. When I say my people, I don't mean just black people. I'm talking about when I say my people, all people from all genres, all ethnicities, everything. I don't really fuck around with the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm not that type of guy. I don't give a fuck about that. That's all fucking theatrics. It's fake. Mm-hmm. I'm with the all lives matter. If there is one, that's me. I'm with all lives, all energies. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm that type of guy. But my mission, even with me coming on your podcast today, if somebody could listen to me and they hear something that sparks something in them, like, oh shit, I could apply that to my life. That's what I want you to do, man. Mm-hmm. I'm here for that. Because there's people that I've listened to that help me understand, and I applied it to my life, and it has helped me see things in a different perspective and also help me get through certain things. Because to me, life is about minimizing pain. Mm. Even with our kids, look what I don't want to speak on that, what I'm saying? Yeah. But remember what you shared with me about your kid? I keep it G. I don't got to speak on it. You know what's up.
Yeah.
But even our thing is to minimize our kids' pain and to keep them smiley faces on there 100%. We can't. So our job as parents is to minimize the pain, even with the kids and ourselves. Mm-hmm. And you have to do it yourself first before you can do them. Mm-hmm. You get me? Mm-hmm. And how you minimize the pain is learning what has happened to you and what's going on with you. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it, right?
And then put that towards what you got and what you work for, and look at your resources. Yep. Look, man, I'll do anything for my kids. They're going to get the grade A, whatever they need. I want to prevent, like you just said, from them going through tough times and then going through things that I went through growing up. Yeah. I don't want them to have to experience that. I don't think they need to.
Yeah, and look, if you educate yourself, not to cut you off, Steve.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I want to add to that, my brother.
No, yeah.
If you want to, if you want to educate yourself, that's why you got to educate. Because when these kids come at you with these questions, and you don't give a satisfying answer, that's gonna give them the pain. They're gonna go back in their room or whatever and still feel troubled. You got to make sure as a parent. That's why I learned now. You know, it's late, but that's why I feel like you need to educate yourself before you have kids. You know, some people just have kids and then you learn as you go. You learn as you go is cool, but at the same time, man, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, man. Yeah. It's gonna be rough. When, you know, the right way to do things is, man, educate yourself, learn who you are first before you have another human being on earth. All of us, a lot of people, we're all suffering from that. We don't do it that right way. Yeah. But I know that now. And when you understand it, you're like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm still learning, and this person is still, I'm learning while this person's growing. So I got to help I'm learning myself, and I got to help and push this down on them. It's a lot, man.
It's crazy because my third kid, she's the youngest. She's 8. I got an 18-year-old, 12-year-old, and an 8-year-old. My 8-year-old, she's like no disrespect to my other kids, and I know they listen to the podcast. She's like everybody. She's a little bit of her mom and the older sister and the brother. She's just this person, man, where it's like, man, like,
a lot of different influences around.
Just a lot of influence around, but she's such a good kid. Getting, you know, I think she just got a student of the semester or something like that, and just, but it, like you said, it goes back from learning, from grinding and learning from trial and error, and then, you know, as you go on, you get your kid, you're applying those things you learned. There's no way she would have been the same person if she was the first one born. No, there's no way.
That makes sense. She's studying other people's failures, the other one's failures, and all that, and learning from that. That's what most of all of us do that in life. You know what I mean?
Study from people's failures.
Yep, and even from our own failure, that's why they say, experience is the best teacher. But also, don't get me wrong, that's a saying, right? It is, but also you could have prevented some of these experiences. Think about the bad experience that you could have prevented from just educating yourself or just listening to someone who was educated about that experience. That we could have saved ourselves a lot of pain. Sometimes, you know, we hard-headed and we go through. We'll
go through the hardest part. Yeah. I did.
Yep. But when
I was raised a certain way.
But why I say educate yourself, there's some things that could have been prevented, that should have been prevented. Then there's some things that needed to be here to mold you into the person that you are today. You know what I'm saying? So
there's no way I could sit here and podcast without an experience that I've had.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What am I going to talk about? You know, what am I going to say? I mean, obviously not everybody's gone through what I went through either. But to get people in here and hear their different, like a lot of my listeners love to hear people's different experiences. Yeah. The way they're raised, because we're all raised in different environments.
Yeah.
Some of us had a gold spoon in the mouth. Some of us grew up in the hood, man. But in the end, man, we're all gonna go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know.
No, you're right, man. For me, my best experience, man, I've been through a lot, man. But my best experience to kind of find out who I was and what my mission was on earth was prison for me. Prison for me taught me a lot of shit, man. And I didn't go there as a regular person. Like, I didn't go to, most people go to prison and they work out and they do that. That's all they have to come on with. Like, I went to prison. I changed a lot of shit up when I was in there for the black community, and also with the Chicanos and the Southsiders, between us and them, where I was at on the yards. And once you realize that, and I did that on multiple occasions, and I learned who I was amongst all these men. You get me? You know what I mean? And I don't say that to, like, you know, I don't say that as to brag and boast. I'm not bragging and boasting. I'm just saying, like, it taught me prison, because I was going to prison at a young age in my early 20s. So it taught during that time of becoming a man. So and a lot of the shit I picked up was in there. So when I became this certain man and growing, it taught me who I was. Like, I knew my mission after that. I'm like, oh, okay. I see that I was a leader. Like, okay, you put here to be a leader. Because when I would go in there, I would get appointed leader without saying it. People, just the way I speak and how I carry myself, people, that's the leader. That's the leader right there. Like, you know what I mean? People would tell me, oh, man, you got to be the black. You got to be the rep. No, I don't want to be the rep, because I don't want to be none of that. But the way people knew me as this dude's king, I'm not lying to you. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah,
people would treat me like, even some of the Southsiders would come tell me, hey, man, like, hearing this will change you. Like, I've had some Southsiders come tell me, you know, hey, man, you're a different black. You're different. They tell me that, hey, you're a different black, man. You're different. And when you hear these things and you already know who you are as a person, it confirms it for you. Like, oh, shit, I know, man. Like, I appreciate you, man. Like, just know that I'm not with black on brown killing each other. I'm not with this racist shit. I come to jail, you got to get racist. I'm not racist, man. I'm not going against. I don't look at Mexicans as my enemy, and they do. And Mexicans look at blacks. I don't look at it like that. So when I come into that type of environment, shit got to roll different with me, man. And I'm just one person. You know what I'm saying? I could get killed, stabbed, but it's the way I approach the situation. I make people believe, like, okay, this dude right, man. Like, let's keep it peaceful.
Yeah.
They the real enemies, man. The police the enemies. You know what I mean?
They're their own gang.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to get sidetracked, but I'm just trying to tell the world a little bit about myself and and what my mission statement is, and why I know what my mission statement is going through those type of experiences. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well, in closing, man, look at man, we're hitting that hour and a half mark.
Okay.
You did good, dog. You did good. I'm happy to have you on the podcast. We could have gone for 3 hours
of
easily if
course,
we wanted.
man.
You know what I mean?
I hope we touched.
Yeah,
certain
we touched certain subjects, man. I wanted people to get to know you.
Of course.
You know, last time you were on, it was my celebration, 1 year anniversary, and we just let loose. You know what I mean? One thing I always said, when he said money isn't the only thing. What did he say? Money isn't any. What did he say?
Money. It might say this. I had to say, money isn't everything. It's the only thing. It's the only thing.
You said that on the podcast, and I laugh every time I hear it.
That's a cool little saying. Yeah.
And in closing, you know, give the people something, you know.
Man, for those who listen, first of all, Steve, I want to thank you, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate I wanted you to know this, man. From the heart.
Appreciate you, bro.
And I want to say this clear. I say this behind closed doors with you, but I want the world to hear this, man. I appreciate what you're doing, Steve. You got your stuff going. You got your vision. You share with me some of your things that you want, you know, to go for you and what you want your vision to look like at the end of it all when it's done. And I respect you, bro, and I appreciate you for even letting me speak on your show. I appreciate that. Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah, I was introduced to you through my boy Mike. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, Jude.
What's
up, bro?
What's up, bro? I met you I met Mike through my cousin Daniel, who's you know, that's my
Oh, Daniel, that's my bro too. Daniel, what's up, bro?
Yeah, so
it's been a long time since I seen
it's
him.
Just been a crazy journey of meeting you guys and getting real people in here and just this. You know, speaking the truth, man. Like, look at, man, we get up and we put our pants on the same way. We put our shoes, we brush our teeth, and we head out to work. But no matter what, man, we're all in this together.
Yeah.
We're all in this together, man.
And what I want to say is, man, like, I want to leave the people with this, man. This is why the world probably has so many problems. So this is what I choose everybody to do, man. Change. If you want to change anything, man, change something with you. It starts with you first. Change whatever you want to change. Like they say, man, start by making up your bed. You know, start by doing something small. Like, if you, I mean, but if you want to change the world, realize that people have came before you and they have tried and they failed. You can't change the world, but what you can change is you and your circle, your family, and your intermediate and your people that's close to you. Do that and don't impose your beliefs on other people, man. The world will be a better place, man. Believe what you believe. You can believe. Look. If you want to self-identify as a fucking couch, be a couch. But don't impose that belief on somebody else. And we good. That's how life should be, man. You should be able to have your beliefs, and I respect all belief. But once you start to impose your belief on somebody else, that's when it becomes foul play, and that's not a thing.
I have a lot of good friends, man. A lot of good homies that are different beliefs, different religions, and we're good friends, best friends.
Yeah.
One of them does my taxes, you know.
Okay.
Mormon. I mean, it doesn't bother me what you guys' beliefs are. We all respect each other,
and
that's what it comes down to. We all respect each other because in the end, dog, we're not sure.
We're not sure.
You know what I mean? But we're all going through this together.
Yep. So we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out. You're right, man.
So once again, I want to thank all my listeners from around the world, all my supporters, family, friends, co-workers, people that tune in. I appreciate you guys, man. This podcast is growing. I'm not stopping. You know, I just recovered from COVID, and I'm back at it again. Just doing my best, man, to bring you the best content possible. Once again, I want to thank my guest, Ars, for coming through, man. We'll see you soon again.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Be cool, respectful, open the door for someone, and make sure to smile.
Real talk.
I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.